welcome to my channel. I am doing a review on 619 nails today, and I'm also doing a Sassy Wino Mani. I bought their Sassy Wino set. I got the color, the solid color that's like a burgundy color, a fine glitter, and a chunky glitter. So right now I'm just opening up the liquids. The top of the bottle did seal shut, which is totally fine. It's really easy to fix. I'm showing you there's no stopper in there, which you'll see me basically struggle through this. I'm riding the struggle bus really hard because there's a bit of a learning curve with these liquids. I could not get the right amount of liquid on the brush, and I just like flood my cuticles just a ton of times. So I did leave it all in so you can see, but here I am putting on the first color. I'm putting this solid color on my index finger and my middle finger, and sometimes I realize that I go out of frame. So those moments in which I go out of frame, I did cut out so you don't have to be tortured and not see what's happening on the screen. So what I have on my nails right now is some builder gel over some tips, and I did fill in the builder gel with dip powder because my idea is to just grow out my nails. My nails are pretty damaged from using different nail products and just like putting on tips, removing the tips, and doing that a bunch of different times. So I'm just trying to grow them out. And then on top of that, I have a gel coat. Actually underneath the gel coat, I have like a French pink and then a gel coat, and then I put Peel Base on. It sounds like a lot, but my nails are not that thick because the layer of builder gel is super thin, and then it's just one layer of dip powder. And the reason that I have the pink dip powder on there, the French pink, is so if my nails pop off, I still have like a little something on them and they still look kind of like it was on purpose and not that this is the nails that I have under my dip powder normally. So again, you can see me, I'm trying to get as much of the base off the brush as possible, and then I'm noticing that even when I do that, there's base on the brush part that's going into the handle that's like kind of running down the brush. So I'm having to wipe off that again. I don't know if that makes sense. So it took me a while to get the hang of these liquids. I think that these liquids, they didn't totally give me dip flu. I'm actually recording this the day after I did the mani. And I'm not that congested, but I did feel kind of stuffy after using these liquids, and then also in the morning. So you can see here, again, just kind of trying to not put too much liquid on the brush and finishing up these two nails. I lost my mind momentarily. I didn't clear cap these nails for some reason. I just kind of go right into activator, but you will see that. And also this second dip for some reason didn't dry as fast as the first one. I'm not really sure. That's probably my fault because I was trying to get the hang of the liquids and I may have put it on too thick. So here's the activator part. I am activating now these two nails while they're done, and again, no stopper in the activator. So the activator is pretty standard. So you'll see here the activating, and then I'm going to move on to a glitter color on my thumb and my ring finger. I'm using a fine glitter. It's really, really pretty. I love this glitter. It has a lot of depth to it. So you'll see that in just a moment. I love the name of this glitter. It's called Sassy Wino. It's really cute. So I'm starting with putting it on my thumb. And you can see like I'm struggling with how much liquid is on the brush. I'm constantly having to get the liquid off the brush. I also decided that I was going to dip my nail flat into the glitter because I didn't think I could accurately get it on my nails by dipping it into the jar. But it is really pretty. And on this nail, I flood my cuticle pretty badly and I have to fix it. So there's that. I also think that doing liquids or liquid review with liquids you're not used to over a fake nail is harder than doing it on your real nail for some reason, because you can feel better like where your nail meets your cuticle, if that makes sense. So here I am just getting off all this excess glitter. It all turned out great. I mean, I didn't have any problems in it, turning out nicely. It just took me a while to get there. Oh, there's a bit of a disaster. I brushed off the glitter on my thumb, and then I just brushed off huge chunks of glitter because it wasn't ready yet. So you'll see me really pat down these glitters this time to make sure that that doesn't happen. That's really the only reason I went in with like the two layers of the glitter. I probably could have gotten away with one, but I think the two made it a lot better. And then I will clear cap. So here I am pressing it down because I realized that that probably should have happened the first time. And then I'll do the same thing to my ring finger. So to avoid the same thing happening to my ring finger, I patted them down and made sure it was dry before I used my stiff brush on it. The color in this glitter is really pretty. I was really happy with the way that it turned out. And there you can see. And then as I'm about to clear cap my glitter fingers, I noticed that I missed a spot on my thumb. This whole mani has just like disasters galore in it, but they're all fixable, so that's okay. That's life. So as soon as I dust off, I realize I have this spot missing, so I'm just going to go in and fill in that one spot. Sorry, I'm off frame. There we go, I realize it. And I'm just filling in the one, and then I'll be able to dust off and clear cap. I decided to do something a little different. My pinky is going to have the chunky glitter on it, so that'll be what I do next. So this whole mani, like I said, has some disasters in it. At this point, I cut out, because I was letting time go by to dry my nail, and I was like grabbing my clear. As I did that, I knocked my finger stand off my table and it just broke. And there was really no reason for it because it didn't fall from that far. But yeah, so now I don't have a finger stand, but I'm going to clear cap these nails. You'll also see me try to use the pipette to put the clear coat on, and then I give up on that and just start dipping my finger in. So I think it's much easier. And then I'm going to press down the glitters as I get the clear powder on there, because I want to make sure that the clear seeps into all of the glitter. Then once I have them clear capped, I let them dry for a moment, and then I will brush them off with the stiff brush and activate them. I like to activate as nails are done when I'm using multiple colors, so that way by the time I'm done the full hand, I'm able to start buffing and shaping on the nails that have been activated for a while. I think it cuts down on some time. In this case, it didn't really matter because I actually did my right hand after doing this hand, so my hand had plenty of time to sit with the activator on it, but when I'm just doing one hand, it is really helpful. So here is the chunky glitter. It's called Sassy Wino Chunky, and I'm going to be putting this on my pinky. Because my pinky is kind of small and the jar is big enough, I'm just going to dip my finger directly into the chunky glitter, but I'm going to dip it in upside down so I can get as many of those chunky glitters as possible. I do end up having to do some glitter placement on this, and you will see that in a little bit. So while I'm letting you watch me put the chunky glitter and do the glitter placement on my pinky, and then I'll also clear cap and activate, I will talk to you about the wine selection for today. I had to do a wine with this mani since it's my Sassy Wino Mani, and the wine that I picked today is a 2014 Pinot Noir, and it is from EIEIO and Co. Yates, from the Yates Conwill Vineyard. And that vineyard is in northern Willamette Valley. Pinot Noir in the Willamette Valley is like their star grape, and the Willamette Valley is in Oregon. So if you ever hear somebody talk about Pinot from Oregon, that's what they're talking about. So the Yates Conwill Vineyard is in the Yamhill Carlton district, and it's part of an AVA, which means American Viticulture Area, and it's about 35 miles north of Portland. The Willamette Valley AVA has 6 different AVAs within it, so 6 different areas within it that are considered the American Viticultural Area. So this Pinot Noir, it was really delightful. It had berry notes and it was perfect to sip on. It didn't really need to be paired with food. One thing I really love about Pinot is it's more acidic versus tannic, and a grape that has more tannin to it, or a wine varietal rather that has more tannin to it, it's something you generally have to pair with food. But I thought that this Pinot was very smooth, and the reason that Pinot is more acidic than tannic is the grapes don't have as much time with the grape skins as they do with other red wines. So that is the reason that some wines are more tannic, is because the grape skins stay in contact with the wine. And you can tell the difference because more tannic wines are darker in a purple color and Pinots tend to be lighter. So this wine is from the Gary V Wine Club, and it is available online. So let me know if you try it or if you've ever tried a Pinot Noir from Oregon. It's definitely my favorite wine region for Pinot. And here's the bottle so you can see it. So you'll also notice I am finishing up with clear capping this nail, and then I will file and buff off camera and come back when it is time for some top coat. Alright, so I'm back. I filed, I buffed. I finished up my right hand, and I also did some stamping. So when I was going through and finishing up my nails, I realized that they were a little plain and I just wanted to add a little something to them. So I stamped a cheers on my pointer finger and some snowflakes on my middle finger. I've been really digging snowflakes lately, so I just decided that they went together. And then you see I actually put activator on top of my nails that are stamped. So what I did was I stamped on top of my activated, filed, and buffed nail, put some sticky base coat down, put down the stamp, and then covered it with a smudge-free top coat. And I made sure that the smudge-free top coat was completely dry before I put that activator on there. So here I am going in with my first top coat layer, and I gotta say, this top coat is fantastic. I love this top coat. I think the base is a little bit hard for me to figure out, but in terms of the top coat, the brush was like stiffer, which I loved, and the shine on this top coat is phenomenal. I really, really like it a lot. So I will definitely be using the top coat more often. And you can see that the top coat doesn't have a stopper either, but for some reason, because this brush was a little bit stiffer, it wasn't soaking in as much of the liquid, so it was a little bit easier for me to use. So here is my second layer of top coat, and then I will let that dry, and then I'll be back for cuticle oil. So here are both the nails, and I'm using my Poolside Ice Cuticle Oil. I'm obsessed with this scent. Kayla, my nail bestie, shout out to Kayla, she'll be linked below, turned me on to this because she has it and she always says she loves it, and I can see why. I'm pretty much in love with it. It smells like a lime popsicle, and when you smell it, you can like taste lime popsicle. It's amazing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this mani.